Howdy and welcome back to another Walking the Video. Today we're going to do a discussion video on Carol and whether that she knows that Rick is alive or not, and if she knows where Michonne has gone or not. You may be thinking, no she doesn't. However, I have a pretty strong inclination and belief that Carol does know, and the reason why Carol hasn't said this yet to anyone, who's she going to tell? Daryl's nowhere near. What's she gonna do? The only one she probably tells Daryl. So it's the whole reason why probably this hasn't come out yet is because she hasn't met Daryl. And when episode 9 or 10, when he finally gets back there, I feel like they're gonna have that moment where Carol tells Daryl. So why do I believe this? Why would you believe me? Well, if we go back to season 11, episode 6, we find out that Connie knows where Michonne's gone. Just because Kelly finds Connie's flip book, and Connie asks about Michonne. And if you look on the screen, it says, Michonne told me, where is she? Dunno, she left to look for someone. Okay, so that's Virgil's and Connie's conversation about where Michonne went. And okay, you'd be like, yeah, well, that means that Kenny read this, so Kelly knows where Michonne's gone now. Well, Carol was there too. And if you look at this next photo, Carol could basically see the screen. She could basically, not screen, she can basically see that flip book, okay? And with Carol looking over the shoulder and being like, okay, Michonne's name's there. It's about conversation about where Michonne's gone. She can connect the dots. Carol's not a stupid person. It doesn't say it's about she's gone to look for Rick. It just says Michonne has left to go see someone. And Carol, I believe, saw it. Because why would they show Carol trying to peek? There's no point. It doesn't add to the story if they do. They could have just showed her oh yeah, look, it's a conversation, then moved on. But no. The show took time to make sure it showed Carol peeking over the shoulder to see this letter, to see this page. And because she's seen it, I believe she definitely has seen it. She's definitely clocked on to where Michonne's gone, and she knows that Rick is alive. And why she hasn't come up with this yet and told everyone? Because she's going to tell Daryl first. She is not in a... No one likes her currently after what happened to the Whisperer War. She's kind of... The only person she likes or likes her at this moment is kind of Daryl, and she's probably going to wait for Daryl to come back. So what does this mean for characters like Judith and Virgil, which the whole point this season is about Rick and they know the truth? If Carol also knows the truth, she has seen this page probably, or if she hasn't seen the page, she's going to ask Connie about the page. I believe she's seen the page. They took time to show that she was looking over the shoulder. She's seen this page. She might ask Connie for some confirmation on this page, but I believe she's seen this page. What does this mean for Virgil and Judith? Well, first of all, I think this means Virgil's story is kind of made not void, because so many people know about where Michonne's gone at this point. What's the point keeping Virgil around? He's not going to be the one to tell everyone if it's going to be Carol. I believe Carol's going to do it, not Virgil. This also means, instead of that Virgil-Judith dynamic we're going to get, we might get Carol-Judith dynamic. When Carol, before she meets Daryl again, I think she will confront Judith about it, and Judith's going to break down and cry and know that she knows, and she's going to beg Carol not to tell Daryl. And I feel like that's going to be the conflict that Carol's going to have to go through in part B. I feel like she will eventually tell Daryl in part C, but I feel like part B will be Carol knows, and she has to keep it a secret from Daryl because she's got to do it for Judith. And I feel like that's the story they're going to do with Carol, because I don't know what else you could do with Carol this season other than tie her in with this Rick thing. I know it makes Virgil kind of useless, but it gives Carol something to do, and it gives Judith something to do. And I think that'd be a cool, interesting story to have two characters that basically never interact be kind of conjoined for this 8 episodes, and I think it'd be quite good TV for Carol to be like, do I do what Judith says, or do I tell Daryl to make Daryl like me again? I feel like this is where they're going to go with it, and it makes a lot of sense for this story to happen. The reason why I feel like Carol ended up telling Daryl on part C is because if Carol tells Daryl at the start of part B, I feel like he would leave before the Commonwealth really starts, and there's nothing keeping him there, there's no conflict going. I feel like the conflict won't start to the end of part B, and I think at the start of part C, mid of part C, is when Carol would tell Daryl that she knows about Rick. Or that it comes out and the Daryl's like, what? You all know this? And then she finds out Carol knows and he feels hurt because of that. I feel like that could make sense. It would damage their relationship even further. And then it works into the Daryl and Carol show, which is all about building their relationship back up, which I feel like would be a really cool thing to do. And the reason why I just believe this is because it makes a lot of sense. It gives Carol some agency to do. Like, she's kind of an extension this season. I feel like there's nothing really to do for her. Like, she's long lived a comic, like, character. There's not many arcs to do. Like, a lot of characters in the Whisper arc and the source material get dropped and kind of do nothing. And it's been seen on the show, and I feel like they have to give Carol something to do, tie her into this. Also, why would they show Carol, like, peeking over and seeing this? It means Carol definitely knows something about Michonne, and we haven't seen much of Carol after this event. Like, episode 7 was very Commonwealth focused, episode 8 was very Reaper focused, episode 6 was kind of the last time we had with the Alexandria people. Carol definitely knows, in my opinion. Like, I think Carol does know. And she's waiting for Daryl. She's probably going to tell Judith before she tells Daryl. And that's what I think is going to happen this season. But what is your opinion? Do you believe that Carol knows? Or do you disagree with me? Do you think Carol just kind of peeked over, saw absolutely nothing, and was like, oh, it's just some conversation, and moved on? Do you think something's going to happen out of this? Please tell me down below what your opinions are of my theory that Carol knows and it's going to lead to this like half-season arc. Please tell me. And feel free to subscribe if you want more Walking Dead content. Look on the screen if you want videos. I guarantee you'll find some guys you like. And I'll see you at another date. So goodbye, peace out, and I'll talk to you later.